What's up, y'all? I'm Lady. Welcome back to another video. I'm in the car, just got off work. It's a Tuesday and I received notification that I have some holds available at the library. So y'all know what this is, a library haul. I actually have a bag of books to return. So all of those graphic novels that I read during my graphic weekend vlog, if you haven't seen that, check it out. I'm ready to take them back to the library. I have read all of them. Some I got to in the vlog and some I didn't. But I take that back. I still have one. The graphic novel, the Black Panther Party. I still have that one. That is the only one that I didn't get to out of that whole stack. So that's the only library book I currently have at home. The rest is in a bag right here on the seat, ready for me to take back to the library and pick up some other goodies, right? I wanted to talk about some of the books, the 3 books that I've read since that vlog, since I didn't talk about them. And the first one is Come Home, Indio. That one was a graphic memoir. It was by a guy who is Native American / Irish American. His mother's Native American, his dad is Irish American, and he's just basically told his story. Great artwork in the graphic novel. I will say that the font use was kind of confusing a little bit because it was all in capital letters and then it all was kind of close together. So I really, that took away from the experience just a little bit. But it was an okay book to read. He talks about his, struggles with alcoholism, stemming from trauma from his parents being alcoholics and the things that he and his sister witnessed growing up, and just a lot of things. He really had a rough upbringing, but I think I have never read, someone's story where they're dealing with alcoholism like that. So that is what I'll take from it. He also discussed, just discovering his roots, whether he's Native American, Irish American, those things, identity crisis that sometimes people face. So like I said, it was an okay memoir. Also finished Fatty Boom Boom. I have mentioned that a couple times on this channel, but it was the book club pick, and I did enjoy this one. Another memoir. This one, as the subtitle says, was about food, fat, and family. So the author of this memoir, she grows up in a Pakistani household. They immigrate to America when she's only 6 months old. She talks about how she was overweight, all of her life. She even goes into the details about some of the things that her mom did or fed her as a baby. OMG. And so she had weight issues her entire life, and her family was not sensitive about it at all. I'm assuming it's a cultural thing, right? Because in their culture, a little girl, she's looked at to see, what kind of wife she's going to be. You know what I'm saying? And being overweight is one of those things that's listed as a strike against you. And so her parents, I feel like they were trying to be helpful, but their culture, wouldn't allow it. Like, she was just flat out called fat, and she just talks about her struggles. I will say this, there are some recipes in there. She goes into a lot of detail about the food in her culture, and her mom both her parents are from Pakistan, but her dad is Punjabi, and I can't remember what her mother. So learning those different cultural things was very interesting to me. And she had some funny parts in there talking about her family and the things they would say. I'm sure it's like the situation where looking back you can laugh on it, but pretty much devastating, I'm sure, while she was in it. So I really did like Fatty Boom Boom. And we did have a really good discussion about it in book club. I also finished the Josephine Baker graphic novel, and that one was really good. It was really good. The things that I liked about it the most was at the end, they provided like a timeline of her life, which I really enjoyed that part. And there was like a write-up on each person from history that shows up, because in the graphic novel, because she met a lot of interesting people, and she led a pretty interesting life. So I really like that they took the time to add those write-ups about each person, like let's say Fidel Castro. Who knew that she had connections to Fidel Castro, and the things that she did during, was it World War II for France, her being a citizen of France, Langston Hughes, Sammy Davis Jr., other, presidents and princesses and things like that. I really enjoyed that extra write-up. Like I said, it was a big one. So it took me some time to get through it, but it was worth it. It was definitely worth it. The art was all black and white. Now I will say, at some points in the art, I found it difficult, and I think this happens a lot with graphic works and it's all in black and white. I was like, now who is this person? It's kind of, sometimes you can hard to tell the difference from one person to another. So I will say that was a thing, but other than that, really good. Okay, y'all, I am back home, and I couldn't show you all while I was in the car what I picked up because it got so dark. I did check out the new fiction section, and the little end caps on the shelves, and so I ended up picking up one book that I wasn't expecting to, and I got the other two books that were on the whole shelf, which isn't bad. So now I have 4 books checked out from the library, and the book that I'm currently reading, though, is a book that I own from my shelf. So I'm not mad at that. So the book that I was not intending to get is Age of Vice. And I also checked and was able to get the audio for this one as well. So this is one, I saw it on a few people's favorites list, if I'm not mistaken, and I had never read to see what it was about myself. So I decided to do that, and I was like, interesting. And so yeah, I got it, and so I'm looking forward to that. The other book that I got was on the whole shelf for me, and that one is That Can Be Arranged, a Muslim love story, and this one is by Huda Fahmy. I read her 2 books during my graphic weekend, and I just loved it. I love both of them, and after I finished, I was like, what else she got out there? It was so good. And so I'm looking forward to this one as well. Cute. I love the way it's made. So we'll get into this one over the weekend. And then the last one, y'all, FOMO got me. If you by chance are watching this video and is not subscribed to Brown Girl Reading, you definitely should. Didi over at Brown Girl Reading, she's back on YouTube, and I'm so excited about it. And she does a Friday Reads live every Friday at 11 a.m. my time. I'm not sure about other time zones, but this past Friday everybody in the comment section and Dee Dee were all reading King of Life. And I have been, eyeing it, of course. And I was like, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. But yeah, FOMO kicked in, and I got it. And when I saw it on the whole shelf, and they have it covered with my name, I was like, what did I get that's so big? This right here. I checked to see if the audio was available. It says like a 12-week hold on the audiobook, but my library system ordered, I think, 16 of these. So it's not likely that it'll be, I have to turn it in anytime soon, since there's so many copies circulating in the system. I can hold on to it for a while. They'll likely give me those 2 auto renewals, which will be great because I'll probably start this February 1st. So yes, fear of missing out got me, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I of course I have ideas of other books that I'm going to read, and I'm not going to let this one, just derail my plans. I'm just going to add this one to my plans, right? So that is it. And I can share what I'm currently reading because it's going pretty fast. I'll probably finish this in a day or two. It's short stories by Crystal Wilkinson. This is Blackberries. And I went back and I checked. I've read Birds of Opulence and Water Street for her. So those are short story collections as well. So this one is going pretty fast. And so I'm enjoying it as much as I can when it comes to short stories, because I just be wanting more, especially when they're well done. So that is it, y'all. That is it for this library haul and what I'm currently reading. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm Lady, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, y'all.